Alright, so here we are over on the Ultra Pro Wrestling's main website, and here is the roster page. And what's cool, since the last time I've been here, they've broken it up into wrestling federations. So they got each one of the wrestling federations for their original 100 wrestlers, and I think they even broke it up for their free agents. And I'll explain how the free agents work here in a second, if you're new to the whole thing. So, here we go. So, Empire Wrestling Federation. So they have 100 original wrestlers. And I want you to realize something when we're looking through this, because you're like, nobody's going to care about original wrestlers. No. You're thinking about it all wrong. Look at all these wrestlers. I'll just scroll fast and then we'll go through them all. Every part you see on these wrestlers can be used for our custom wrestlers. And they can be colorized, interchanged, everything. That gives you so many freaking options. You could probably literally make anybody. And there's also going to be parts that aren't on these wrestlers, too, that are available. So keep that in mind. All right, so let's get through this. And I apologize right off the bat. I'm going to butcher some of these names. I'm not good with names. If you haven't noticed from my other roster videos, just if you're easily triggered, leave now. Thanks for stopping by. Let's get on with the video. All right, so Antaeus. This is awesome. He's like a Greek god. And obviously, all these parts will be usable and colorizable, and it includes hair. We got Benjamin Stacks. We got Betty Bulldozer. She has an in-game render ready to go, it looks like. Big Ben Nevis. I'm definitely going to be using his beard. I like that beard. It's pretty cool. Big Bone Malone. Boris Raslinsky. God, I can't read. Brutalia Gore. I love this character design. I love this top. This is just so cool. It's so cool seeing it realized in 3D. And then we got D Jin. Then we got Ginger Queen, Hala Pala, Lace, Leather, Max Rad. I'll be using his mohawk probably, if that is a mohawk. Rolla. Oh my God, I can't read. Peace Charisse, Shake, Sunny J, Timoni, Tiapolo. These guys are cool. They look like Samoans. Obviously, because of the Samoan paint. That looks awesome. I might use that beard instead. I really like these guys' beards. That one's really cool. I'll probably end up using one of their beards. I might even use his face paint. That's awesome. Or his mohawk. Cool. Alright. Whitney White. And then back to him. So, Empire Wrestling Federation. That is the group for that. I like how they broke it up into federations. That's really cool. And then CWC. We got Bruno Barbosa. We got Bumpo. I love the clowns. They're awesome. Buster Rude. Krill. Like a crayon. That's such a cool idea. I wish you could do this in the 2K games. The game would probably break if you did that, though. Isabella Nira. Oh, I love this outfit. That's awesome. And then let's see here. Johnny Cougar. There was a dude in Portland Wrestling. I believe his name was Eddie Pearl. Go look him up. He looked exactly like this. I wonder if that's who it's based on. Because it looks just like him. Mandela Sifu. Oh, my nose won't stop itching. Madman Maddox. Mad Maddox? That'd be funny if that based off that dude. Major Lee Powers. Peggy Pop. That's so cool. That's awesome. Ramirez. Raven McCobb. That's cool. She looks like the vampire chick. Oh, what the heck was her name? She was on ECW. The crappy WWE version of ECW. Simon Silver. Cool. Solid Rock Ripley. Squash. Bruno Barbosa. Bumpo. Buster Rude. Are we going through these again? Okay, yeah, we're going through them again. Alright, so that is for the CWC. Then on to the SGWA. Now, here's their main character, their poster child so far, and that's Blue Collar Bill Dollar. He's one of the first ones we've seen have an in-game render, and he looks great. Looks really cool. It's like that classic old-school wrestler look. Then we got Chad Maverick. There's a lot of cool stuff here. You could probably use this stuff on the chicks, too, and make Tina from DOA, what is it? Dead or Alive, yeah. And then Dewey Jobs. We got our little Spike Dudley clone here. Then we got Gunner Lovelady. This guy looks a lot like the Steel Panther singer guys. I don't know if you've heard their music before. Be warned, it's pretty raunchy, but it's the music's awesome, but what they're saying is just like, why would they say that in a movie or in a song? It's so messed up. So yeah, Steel Panther looks just like that guy, or any rock star back then. Flash Elliott, cool. Gabriel Good, of course we got the religious guy, that's awesome. Hell Rider, cool. Like he kind of looks like Undertaker a little bit. Hot Rod, nice. Got a Greaser. Jasmine Ivy. Ani Jagan, that's cool. It looks like Dawson. I wonder if this is that like a beard type thing, or is that like face paint? Because that looks really cool. Hopefully there's like bone pieces that you can put on your face, or maybe that's snake skin. That might be snake skin. That looks really cool. I really like that. It looks awesome. All right, and then we got Pork Chop. Kind of looks like, what was the guy's name? Trevor Murdoch, I believe. I always called him Evil Tweety. If you've watched the old Looney Tunes where little Tweety Bird got turned into a big monster, the face looks exactly the same. Editing me, put them up next to each other and you'll see what I'm talking about. Roxy Diamond, Tim Towers, Thunder Rogers, looks like Kenny Rogers, Tom Towers, VIP, and then back to blue collar Bill Dollar. All right, then on to Lucha Libre. Now the Lucha guys stuff is always the most unique to me. I love Lucha Libre wrestling. It sucks that the WWE doesn't really they don't really push the luchadors, do they? Like Penta should be the freaking champion right now. He's awesome. He's like one of the best guys they got, and they keep making him lose. Anyway, Agula X, Americana, Hurricana, God I can't read. Jordan Genemai, that's cool. It's kind of like the old Star Trek split face paint thing. Luna Loba, that's freaking awesome. I love the mask here. That is so cool. Okay. And then La Corona, like coronavirus? Still cool. La Cobra, there's a snake dude I make in the 2K games ever since they added the cool Cobra head. And I've been making them every year, but when you turn your head, the back part goes weird and you can see inside the character's back, like it's all hollow and everything. So I don't like using them. Yeah, I tried making them big, small, tiny. Doesn't work, but that's cool. So I can make my snake dude in here, and they made it a lot smaller, so it shouldn't be an issue. All right, Los Jesus or Huas, man, I can't read. Yell at me in the comments below how to say that, but that's awesome. I love these masks. I like how they're not just like a normal lucha mask. They're actually these huge, giant things. That's so cool. All right, on to the next one. Prawn Star. I believe this became a real wrestler, and I thought the whole thing was a goof, but no, there's some guy out there wrestling as Prawn Star. I thought that was hilarious. All right, and then we got Shandar. She looks cool, like a jungle chick. That's awesome. Then we got Spider Jackson. I love this mask. If they can get this to look right in the game, I mean, that is just so cool. And you can colorize it whatever you want. You can try to make Shocker from the Spider-Man universe, not the Shockmaster. No. I'm talking about the cool bad guy from the 90s Spider-Man universe. Not the Shockmaster. And then the Bug. I mean, these are awesome. Look at these designs. This is so cool. He should be hired on as like a character designer for video games. Hal Haney. All right, then we got UJPW. So this is another organization within the game. We got Amikiri. That is freaking cool. I might use this upper part. And okay, yeah, here's the gear I'm going to be using. I love the way this looks. Oh, that's so cool. And then I'll use the mohawk and then probably face paint. But yeah, here's the gear I'll probably be using until I see something better. But this is, that's so cool. Okay, next. Bison Biggs. Big dude, another cool beard. And then Fireheart. Awesome gear. We get to see her in a 3D render. That's cool. And then Garuden Sensei. One of the first ones they showed. Oh, that looks so cool with it all rendered and everything. See, this is what I like. I like seeing their original creations come to life. I don't really care about more actual DLC because that's not why I'm buying it. Hiro Genso. Ika Tanji. Another cool. Oh, cool. It's like a squid. That's cool. And then King Koa. That's freaking awesome. It's like a big ass version of Roman Reigns. He's got the Ulufala but with teeth instead. That's cool. Oh, that's so cool. That's an awesome design. Good job, Hal Haney, if you're watching. That's freaking amazing. Mike Hutzman. Yeah, it's funny. And then Moon Park. Nikki Knuckles. I don't remember seeing her. When I saw this in the little picture, I thought like Fantastic Four, but nah, this is that's so cool. Like the fist and everything. I think he did add some more. Taki Kimota. Oh, what is that anime called? He kind of looks like that anime. He kind of looks like Bruce Lee a little bit there too. That's pretty cool. And then Shadow Dragon. That's freaking sick. Look at the dragon. Oh, that's so cool. Nice. Then Sun Park, the other half of that team. Okay, cool. So that is the UJPW group. And then on to Kingdom Sports Wrestling. Let's get on to this. Astrid Olsen. Nice. Big Wooly. Oh, I might have to use that beard. That's like the perfect beard. Yeah, I'll be using that beard. Okay. I found the beard I'm using. That's perfect. Because I got a big bushy beard. Des Butcher. Finn McQueen. Cool. Gargoyle Dolly. Gentleman George. Hyena Hellman. Kind of looks like Shotzi a little bit. Jamal Jaziri. Mad Tam. He looks like the Mayhem guy from those commercials. And he was the Vulture in Brooklyn Nine-Nine. I think I said it last time. It's funny. Mickey Manners, like the Brooklyn Brawler. Olga. I could hear all their voices talking. That's what's so cool about this. Otto von Iskalt. Sarah Saber. Great freaking gear. Awesome. I'll probably use that for my chick character. Shur Rostami. There's Rusev. Ooh, another good beard. Damn, there's a lot of good beards in here. I don't know which one I'm going to use. I'll have to wait and see what they look like fully rendered. Rave Kid. Another one that got rendered. Riff Raftery. Ruza. Sir Oliver Buckingham. Wee Bobby. And then back to Astrid. Nice. Man, they got a lot of characters. Okay, cool. We're almost to the real wrestlers. If you've stuck this far, thanks for watching. Oh yeah, what group is this? This is Parts Unknown. This is where my wrestlers will be from. Attila Vandal. That looks really cool. And look at this real quick. So if you love Masters of the Universe, which I do, I love that whole universe and everything because most of them look like wrestlers and the action figures used to look like wrestlers. It's like the perfect body mold for wrestling toys. This is basically He-Man's gear right here. This character is made so you can make He-Man wrestlers or characters from the Master of the Universe. So people are going to go nuts with this, especially me. So that's really cool. Then we got HFG Man. And I don't see Aki Man in here yet. They probably haven't added it in. But Aki Man is also in here. So we got Hyper Focus Games Man. That's really cool. We got Crush Kringle. Santa Claus. That's awesome. Slam Droid. I almost said Salomon. Oh man, I can't read. Slam Droid. I wonder if we can have different classes for our wrestlers. Like, can we be classified as a android? Can we be classified as an alien? Because the next one, with Thirst and Blood, we got a vampire. That's such a cool design. And then we got Zeep Zilnak, an alien. I wonder if they'll have different classifications. Like, do you want to be an alien? Do you want to be a vampire or whatever? Or Hellraiser? I think the last one is like the Hellraiser guy. Dungeon. That is so cool too. I think that's the last one. Alright, now on to free agents. And again, I'll scroll up slowly so you can see all these parts. All usable for Create a Wrestler. So get the juices flowing. The Community Creations is going to go nuts with every wrestler possibly imaginable probably being uploaded in the first month when this comes out. Alright, so here are the real wrestlers that they decided to add to the game. And now, the way they do free agents, if you're not familiar with how they're going to do it, these are all paid DLC. Now, before you get mad, the reason why they had to do it this way, and they're not on the base game, is because they don't have a huge amount of funding to pay these wrestlers up front to be in the game. So the way they're doing it, and the way people are signing on, is they're splitting any revenue made from the DLC packs 50-50. So any wrestler here that gets bought or downloaded, whatever the pricing may be, because it's probably not going to be universal pricing either, because some wrestlers, not to be a jerk, but some wrestlers are probably really full of themselves and expecting more money, so they're probably going to try to charge more. Unless they can convince them all to have like a flat fee, well, we'll have to wait on that. But the cool thing is 50-50, which means the sky's the limit for DLC wrestlers. They could literally add anybody that's not contractually obligated to another wrestling promotion, or heck, like the Motor City Machine Guns. They're in WWE right now. They're in 2K, but they were able to sign a contract with Ultra Wrestling, so they're allowed to be Ultra Wrestling. Stuff like that. And it sounds like Macho Man, since he's in Retromania, he might be able to be in this game too. And in their latest update on their Patreon, Sam didn't say who it was, but he said they got a big name, and he's excited to talk about it, but he's going to go with, like, he doesn't just want to post it on there. He doesn't just want to post a thing on X. He wants to get a lot of eyeballs on it and really use it as a marketing tool to push the game forward when the time is right. So I think it's someone like freaking Macho Man Randy Savage, maybe Hulk Hogan. I mean, something huge for this game, like a big, well-known wrestler to really get people in here. That would be awesome. Anyway, so first up is Matt Cardona, Alex Shelley, Chris Sybin, Warhorse, and again, all these parts will be usable for Creation Suite. Then back to Matt Cardona, and then we go on to the next one. There are some repeats here because the way they put it on here. We got Lottie, we got Gangrel. I met Gangrel, I said that in my last video, here in Salem, Oregon. Great guy. I reffed one of his matches. Super nice guy, super awesome. He looks exactly the same after all this time too. Buff Bagwell, Mortis, Bull Nakano, Glacier. I was so happy. I said they should get Glacier in one of their early, when they were first showing off the game, and they got him. I'm like, yes, they got Glacier. I thought Glacier looked really cool. And all those creation parts, man. They were trying to like make him a Mortal Kombat character. I just thought he looked cool. Anyway, Crowbar, Ernest Miller, Missy Hyatt, Canyon. Who better than Canyon? And then, is that it? No, okay, Raven. And they got Raven's flock in here, which is really cool. Riggs, Alex Wright, Dean Malenko. And he's listed twice. Brian Clark was one of the first ones that signed up. Al Snow. Al Snow is a huge get. Adam Baum, Reese, Sick Boy, Steve Mongo McKeel, Wrath again. Okay, now it's going through. Okay. On to the next thing. Then we got Chris Candido. I like how they have the bigger picture you can click on now. Justin Credible, Dean Malenko again. So what's funny about that is I was joking to myself, it's like, oh, we're getting two Dean Malenkos? Where is he? Where is he? He's up here somewhere. Maybe he's down below. Anyway, so we'll continue here. He's probably down below. Masato Tanaka, he's on here twice too. Jerry Lynn, Louis Spicoli, Hollywood Nova, sweet. Mikey Whipwreck, Al Snow, you see some of them are repeated. Little Guido, Too Cold Scorpio. We got frickin' Tajiri, that's awesome. He's also in the other game too, the Wrestling Code, if it ever comes out. Blue Meanie, Bill Alfonso, C.W. Anderson, Hayabusa, frickin' awesome. Francine, Raven again. Okay, so is that... Oh no, it's going through. Okay, Sabu. It's awesome that they got Sabu. I'm very happy they got Sabu. Nova, Sandman, Stevie Richards. He deserves a lot more credit than he gets. That guy's awesome. Go follow his YouTube channel. It's freaking cool. Missy High. Okay, now it's going through again. All right. Come on, stupid thing. Go away. Go away. There we go. All right, on to the next group here. I think there's only one or two more groups. Okay, Tito Santana. And this is Hal Haney's art. Look how good he did all these. Mr. Wonderful, Paul Orndorff, Jim Brunzel, Demolition Axe, Magnum TA. So Magnum TA. This is before my time. Does that stand for tough ass? Like Magnum TA. There's Magnum PI. This is Magnum TA tough ass. Let me know in the comments down below. Larry Zabisco. Damn it. Come on. There we go. Masked Superstar. He kind of looks like... There's a wrestler here in Portland, Oregon called the Grappler. And what he does is he trains the next guy to take up the Grappler mantle, and they just keep the gimmick going forward. So it's been going on for a very long time. I think the guy who did it originally passed away, and the guy that's been doing it now, he's looking for someone to pass it on to, so because he's getting pretty up there too. So there's, yeah, the Grappler in Portland, Oregon. It's really cool. Brian Blair, Demolition Smash, Barbarian, Arn Anderson, British Bulldog, Crusher Crucive, Hacksaw Jim Duggan, Hoo, or Ho, Jake the Snake, Dynamite Kid, Warlord, Tito Santana again. Okay, so that is the group there. And then the last little group here and it's just repeats because it's based off of the promotion, because they're also getting promotion DLC. So they're getting OVW and FMW, which is really cool. So for like arenas and promotional material, I'm like, that's so cool. Masato Tanaka again, Sabu, Onita, and then Hayabusa. Sweet. So there you have it. There is the roster that we know of so far. And he says there's more to come for the free agents. He's just saving them for marketing purposes. So basically to help market the game, keep it alive, and stuff like that. They've been having kind of a bit of development hell, trying to do things. There's a huge 1 hour update over on their Patreon. Make sure you check out my buddy Mr. Dubs. He did a full breakdown of everything that they've been covering or been talking about. I've been trying to get around to it. Work's been crazy, and I have to, when I make a video on something like that, I have to sit there and I have to take notes, really listen, shut everything else off, because if I start listening or fiddling or doing something else, I lose my train of thought and I miss something he said, and I'll say something. So I have to sit down, hunker down, and really focus to get a great video out. And to cover everything, because it's over an hour long. I'm like, oh man, I don't know when I'm gonna have time to do this. But they had 2 new posts. Make sure you go check out Mr. Dub's channel. He's got it fully covered for you. And as always, thank you for watching. Are you excited for this game? Even though it's going to take a while for it to come out, just like the Wrestling Code, I'm still very excited. As always, thank you for watching, and stay frosty.